it recording? It's recording. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Thrashers Paradise. Today, we have a death metal edition on Thrashing over Skype. We are joined with Steven from Scorn.
Hey there.
Did I say it right?
Yep.
Perfect. Excellent. Now, what made you want to title the project Scorn?
It was really just a collaborative thought between Julian and I way back when we were thinking of a band name that we wanted a one-word title. We didn't want something that, we just wanted one word. So we thought Scorn was fitting because there wasn't a big death metal band out there with the name yet, so we thought we'd snag it.
Excellent. And a good name indeed. You just released your first release, As I Am Frozen in my window. You just released your first album, A Comedic Tragedy. Now, what was it like to record that?
It was a long process, actually. I did it all myself, so I did it all in my bedroom and just in friends' bedrooms and with different guitar amps and stuff like that. But it was a pretty long process because I was working on other projects and being in Unbowed and in Invicta. It just took a while to get everything going. So it was a fun process, but it was long.
Wait, are you the live bass player for Invicta?
Yes.
Oh, no way. Okay. I know exactly who you are now.
Oh yeah. I think I've seen you around.
Yeah, and you're in Unbowed too.
Yeah, I'm the guitar player for Unbowed.
Okay, with Alex.
Yep.
Oh, nice. Excellent. Now, you happen to be in probably one of the best areas for metal here in Ontario.
Tell me about it.
That nice little Guelph Kitchener scene. So what's it like to kind of start this new death metal band in that scene?
It's pretty fun, honestly. I'm hoping to get a band together eventually. I want to get some guys who aren't around in the scene because it seems like everybody's playing in everybody's band nowadays. So I want to get some fresh faces. But it's cool. Like I hope to just join the fold in another band and like kind of bring it in. And a little different style of metal was Unbowed is a bit more black metal and Invicta's more thrash melodic metal, and I just want to bring more of that kind of like atonal Cannibal Corpsey death metal. I like that style the most, so I just like to write it for fun a lot too. So
yeah, no, and the album is amazing, and it really stands you out from a lot of the other bands in your area.
Thanks, man.
Now, oh, you're welcome. Now, your album title, A Comedic Tragedy. What made you want to kind of go off of that for the album?
So I had the original title was going to be Psychosis and then colon a comedic tragedy, but I shortened it down just to a comedic tragedy because I had just an overarching idea of like I have a lot of consistent themes in terms of the lyrics talking about like inner thoughts and inner problems and stuff like that, and especially within my own mind, like and all that. So I over exaggerate stuff in the lyrics and like write about demons and stuff like that and kind of make metaphors and analogies for a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Awesome. Now, for you personally, what song lyrically was the hardest to write?
Well, put me in a spot. Oh, I'd say the song Frenzy, because that song is kind of a weird theme, and there's kind of a couple different things going on there. There's a kind of like an Odin kind of type reference thing in terms of the song being called Frenzy because the idea of Odin and like the All-Father and all that, and ever like he wants to obtain knowledge, and the whole point of him is like he has a whole bunch of different personalities and different types of like thoughts and ideas, and I really like that kind of just general idea of Odin. So that is the inspiration for the name, but then the kind of lyrics themselves are kind of just thoughts that I've had throughout the years, and just kind of focused in on those and explain them a bit more in a sense in the lyrics. So, and it's just supposed to be a frenzy, like a barrage of thoughts and ideas and riffs and stuff like that.
Excellent. Now, I'd be dumb not to ask you this question because we are sadly in this quarantine state in our province of Ontario. As a musician and as a guy that just released his first album, how hard is it for you personally just right now to be in this quarantine?
Well, I make most of my money off my day job, and so right now the quarantine has shut that down because I work at the keg, so being a
Oh,
restaurant, everything's shut down and all that. So the money, in terms of money wise, the music, it doesn't affect it too much. It honestly gives me a lot more time just to be able to work on stuff and do the projects that I've wanted to do for a while. Like I have a power metal project that I've had with the singer of Unbowed for a little while that I've been working on, and I finally got the chance to actually go a decent amount on that. And I write progressive rock as well, so I'm trying to write a lot more of that as well. So other than the fact that my financial situation is going to be a little tough to deal with in the next forthcoming months, uh, in terms of like music, it's given me a lot more time to focus on it. So it's good and bad, mostly bad because of the money.
yeah. I can relate to you there. I am a proud worker of Swiss Chalet, so I feel your pain.
Oh yeah,
Oh.
Swiss man, they got some good shit.
Yeah, so does the keg. I'll give you guys that. You got some quality meat products.
Oh yeah, man. AAA USD grade beef.
Now, but before you, ugh, I like how I'm tongue twisting myself with questions for this interview. Excellent job, Colin. No, so you mentioned a power metal project with your fellow vocalist in Unbowed. What's can we expect from that?
So that's just a little side project we're working on. We played live with it once in Guelph. It's called Bruiser, a Bruzer,
Okay.
and it's got an umlaut on the U, so it has like the two dots above the U,
Okay.
and it's basically just a kind of heavier, inspired by like Dio and all the new kind of like the new Wathem, the new wave traditional heavy metal, that kind of stuff. It's really heavily inspired by that, and we want to make it similar to that, but a bit heavier and really melodic. And he has a fantasy world that he writes about, and so that's kind of like going to be the all the lyrics will be focused on that.
Excellent. Now back to Scorn because right now that is the important topic right now because comedic tragedy, which just came out, I believe, January 20th.
Yeah.
So it's been out for a while. What has the reception been about the album so far?
It's been pretty good. In terms of PR, I didn't do proper PR. I should have done, or what I was told I should have done, but I'm really new to the game, and like I was really excited to get the music out, and I recorded and mixed everything myself, so PR was like not even a thought in my head. And then so I released the album just hoping that the music itself would do good, and so far so good. Like people have been buying the album, there's been some good receptions. I've gotten a couple reviews already, and people seem to really enjoy the album, so it's been a good reception so far.
Excellent. Now, this next question has to coincide with another question if answered the way I hope it's answered. Uh, is the album available for purchase on Bandcamp?
Yeah, you can buy it on Bandcamp, but just not physicals yet. I'm working on getting
Okay.
physicals. I'm funding everything myself, so it takes a little while because I have a lot of different focuses. I tend to overload myself with projects, and now I'm just kind of like doing little by little at a time. So
Of course. No, so last Friday they did all of the sales that were made on Bandcamp. All
yep.
the profits made went towards the bands. As a musician, what was that like for you to have one of the websites you use to sell your music to be able to do that for you?
That was awesome, actually, because being in all the other projects and people just took it upon themselves, or being in all the other projects that I'm in, a lot of the fans of those other projects and Scorn as well. I got a couple of buys of the album that day, but a bunch of the fans of those other projects as well took it upon themselves to buy stuff, and I saw that a lot of artists were getting their fans were buying a ton of their music that day, which is awesome. Like it's the fact that Bandcamp did that for a day that's great. Like that's one of the coolest things I've ever done.
Excellent. Now, when it comes to after this is done, is the emphasis to try and find members and try and be able to do a show become like a top priority?
Eventually, maybe not. It's definitely not going to be the main priority. I'll probably just end up writing another album before and trying to get more cred in turn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Mainly right now. So I'm full-time basis now for Invicta, so I'm going to be focusing on writing material for that. So I'm going to be putting more of my efforts into that rather than Scorn, because I'd rather focus on something that already has cred in a sense, and they're doing a lot better than Scorn is in a sense, already. So, and Scorn's been around we were a band for 3 years, and then now it's been a solo project for about 2 years. So it's been around together in about 5 years, but we haven't done much because of all the other projects and all the other stuff that we've been working on. And so, as I said, being in Invicta now, I'm a full-time bassist. I'm going to be on the next album. I'm recording it, so I'm recording the bass for all that stuff, and so I get to write a bunch of the material for it. So I'm focusing on that a bit more.
Well, congratulations on becoming the full-time bass player for Invicta.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You are welcome. A cheers to you with my beer that you probably cannot see because I am frozen. Yep.
That's okay. I got a monster, so it's all good.
Excellent. No, well, the last question we usually ask here on Thrashers Paradise is a poser question to ensure that we're not talking to a fake metalhead, because we want to ensure, yes, we are only talking to the highest of caliber metalheads from across our beautiful nation. So the question I have for you, Steven of Scorn and Invicta and Unbowed, is who would win in a fight, Lemmy or God?
Well, obviously God doesn't stand a chance, but I want to be a nice guy and say it'd be a close fight, but Lemmy obviously win.
Of course, that is correct. Thank you, Steven. Another answer we would have accepted is Lemmy is God, so it's a trick question.
Oh, didn't think about that, eh? Oh, that's a good one.
Excellent. Well, Steven, thank you so much for coming on Thrashers Paradise tonight.
Thanks for having me. It was a pleasure.
No problem. Anytime. We'll definitely have you back on with your other projects as well very soon, because
look forward to it.
Quarantine, writing new music.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're all just stuck inside, so might as well get these Skype interviews rolling, eh?
Exactly, eh? Although, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to follow Scorn on social medias and get the album on Bandcamp and Spotify. And Steven, anything else you would like to add?
Just follow my other bands and follow Thrashers Paradise and keep listening to metal.
Awesome. Thank you, Steven. And until next time, keep on thrashing.
Bye now.
Bye. Okay. Oh.
Words on the manifestations of a later thing.